What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a Monday edition of MoBettaSports Show. I'm your host, Antonio, aka Mr. MoBetta, and I know, guys, it has been a long time. It's been about 3 weeks since we've been back on. Didn't really make any videos over the playoffs, and I'm not gonna lie, because the first two games, even though Arizona State ended up being an incredible game, I really just thought Clemson and Arizona were gonna be kind of I didn't think they were going to be as much trouble as they kind of gave us. I wouldn't really say that Clemson gave us a problem. Arizona State obviously did, took us into double OT. Man, bro, it just coming back on here right now talking about this loss to Ohio State really sucks. Not only is it the end of the season, but guys, I think a lot of people just forget what the last decade of Texas football has looked like. Right, for the last two seasons, we've gone now 25-4, right? 25-4, 25-5, I think, because we had 2 losses last year, 3 this year. 25-5 in 2 years is nothing to frown about at all. Now, 5-7, 3 years running, 7-6. Best season of 9-4 over a 10, 15-year stretch. That's something to be sad about. But what has happened over the last couple of seasons and in the last 4 years that Sark has been the head coach at the University of Texas is absolutely nothing to be down about, especially as a fan base. You know, for those student athletes, for the kids on the team, they are getting the absolute best, not only coaching, but on the football field, but life coaching, the best. They're becoming great people and great young men, helping the communities around them. And I think that is one of the most evident things about this football team, even in the loss. You just see how humble, you hear how humble they are, how passionate, how together, how much love they got for one another. And that is really what made this team so damn good. It made them so good. And also, I think as a fan base, one of the reasons why this is going to be one of the harder classes to walk out the doors with not having a championship ring. It really felt like this was the year for it. Quinn Ewers had an amazing season. I don't even want to go into all the Quinn Ewers slander and hate that he got throughout the season, especially from the fan base. But I personally could not be happier and more grateful to have had a quarterback on this team for the last 3 seasons. Quinn has been amazing. He has literally brought Texas back out of the dark ages. With his signing came so many number 1, number 2, top 10 recruiting signings, player signings, I'm sorry. And then you get Arch Manning. And then you get all the studs that come with Arch. And, he literally led Texas from the depths of despair back into national prominence, back into national championship contingency. And you can't downplay that. You cannot be grateful enough for what Quinn Ewers and Sark have done for this program. Knowing all the players that are going to be leaving at the end of this season really, really sucks. I know we just got word, I believe it was yesterday, that Jaden Blue is going to be entering the NFL draft, which is very unfortunate. I was hoping we were going to get another year out of him. That kid is so freaking electric, and I just don't think he had enough touches all season long, honestly. Every time he touched the ball, he was dynamite. He's lightning in a bottle. He's ready to score on any given play. And so that's going to be a big loss. Of course, we got C.J. Baxter, Quintravion Wisner, and Jared Gibson, along with Christian Clark, going to be getting healthy. I think Velton Gardner is still there as well. Whether they transfer or not, who knows. Yeah, man, we're losing so much. We're losing so much, and we're losing pieces of this team that have been around for the long haul since Sark's beginning. Barron Sorrell, I don't know if Ethan Burke is going to leave, but I know Ethan Burke has been here for the longest. David Benda's gone. Jade, Quinn, all the old linemen, Kelvin Banks gone. Cam Williams probably gone, even though I firmly believe Cam Williams needs to come back to college because he got absolutely fucking manhandled down the last stretch of the season. I mean, good Lord. Even in the Ohio State game, if there was a snap and you overloaded the right side, you could almost bet that Quinn was going to get sacked. He was either going to get sacked or hit. Cam Williams got fucking obliterated in that Ohio State game. It was atrocious. It was really bad. So I really don't think that he should be going to the NFL draft. But that's not for me to decide. He's his own man. His family is who is going to give them the best advice that they can, and he's going to do what he thinks is best. You know? Whether that comes back to haunt him or not, we'll see. However, with that being said, with the departing class, we have so much hope and optimism going into next season. And I know it's hard to look at it that way because of what we had this year. We were literally 2 inches, a foot away. We were a foot away from at least tying the game and being able to, have a chance at winning the semifinal and going to the Natty. I have watched the toss so many times now. It hurts my fucking brain to watch it. It actually hurts my brain. Steve Sarkisian is one of the most brilliant minds in college football. Why, on 4th and 1 in the middle of the field, can you dial up motion and bring in Arch Manning and have jet sweeps and a tight end reverse and come under center and fake the snap to the tight end and snap it to your quarterback and you can pick up 5 yards on 4th and 1 like that? But when you get down to the goal line and you got 1st and goal from the fucking half-foot line and everything is on the line, you're going to call a pitch, bro. A pitch, and you're going to lose 7 yards. And I get it. Oh, well, New England did it in the Super Bowl. New England is a professional fucking football team. Right? That play, not only did they score on that toss crack, but that play was blocked so fucking poorly for New England. The fact that James White even made it in there was magical. That's why he was the player of the game. Because he shouldn't have made it. Right? When Texas lines up and they overload that left side, Ohio State just overloaded it more. When you see Lathan Ransom and Caleb Downs fucking sprinting to the side that you know you're going to toss the ball on, call an audible. Call timeout. Do anything other than snap the ball and pitch it. Lathan Ransom and Caleb Downs read that play from the moment they got set on the ball. They knew exactly what was coming. They were waiting for it, and they blew that shit to fucking pieces. Now, with that being said, you still had 2 other opportunities to score. Hello, on 4th down, and you got 7 yards to go, and there's still over 2 minutes left in the game. There's 2 minutes and 20 seconds. You got 2 timeouts. Brother, kick the fucking field goal. Kick the field goal. Make it 17-21. Then at least your defense has been playing out of their damn minds. Defense forced 2 turnovers outside of one opening drive where they were held to fucking oblivion and still got no penalties called. That was the only drive that Ohio State put together and scored with a well put together drive. 2 plays in this game is what the outcome came down to. 2 plays. The screen before half, which we can go over that all day long. The bottom line is it was fucking stupid by PK. It was the most idiotic, brainless defensive coordinator call you could have possibly put on the field. You got a delayed blitz from Jalen Gilbo with 18 seconds left, 75 yards to go. And you run a delayed blitz. Bro, what the fuck are you thinking? That's neither here nor there. The game is over already, but bro, what the fuck are y'all thinking? It's like Sark and PK are so brilliant, but when it came to crunch time, you just fucking blew it, bro. Like you blew it, bro. You just blew it. And we didn't deserve to win because you blew it. It's on the coaches. And that's what I want everybody to understand. That game was not on the players. No, we didn't rush for 100 yards, but you know what? We ran the ball when we needed to. We got first downs. We stuck to the run game in the second half, and we started moving the ball. Quinn didn't have a spectacular game, but he threw for 280 yards. 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? And the interception came on a last-ditch attempt to try and make something happen. I don't really consider that. So 2 touchdowns. He had a great game. Quinn played a great game. He stepped up in the pocket. Now, I'll say that at first, the first quarter and a half, he was a little antsy. He stepped up into some sacks, self-sacked himself a couple of times. He had the jitters in a semifinal game. It is what it is. As the game progressed, he got better and better and made better throws. that were dropped by Isaiah Bond. He made better throws that put us in position to score. He did everything necessary to get us down to the half-foot line. Right? You understand what I'm saying? So you can't put that game on the players, I would say, by any means. Those were coaching errors. The two biggest plays of the game were egregious coaching errors. And they lost us the game. Now, the other thing that I don't understand, on that fourth down where Quinn Ewers gets sacked by Jack Sawyer, strip fumbled, and returned to the touchdown, why don't you at least have someone chipping the right side, knowing whether Cam Williams is hurt or not, you know that he's getting his fucking ass beat off the line. Why is nobody there to chip him? Why is there no help on Cam Williams' side? He got absolutely obliterated by Jack Sawyer on the simplest bull rush I've ever witnessed. Like, bro, it sucks, man. It really sucks because we had it. We had them exactly where we wanted to, and Steve blew it. Sark blew it, bro. Like, Sark really blew the game. And so now we go into the offseason with everybody else. You know, I truly believe that the better team did not win. Better team did not win. Will Howard made multiple mistakes. We had 2 turnovers in the game. The defense played out of their minds. Coaching lost us the game. So, yeah, we got outcoached. Let's say we got outcoached. We didn't get outplayed. We got outcoached, in my opinion. But, c'est la vie, right? Such is life. That is the life. Like Steve said, that is the life of a competitor. And now you just got to move forward. You got to get right in the offseason and come with it. You get your chance at revenge the first game of the week next season. Opening week, I believe we're in Columbus, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll be interesting. We're going to have a whole bunch of new faces. We'll pretty much, unless DJ Campbell decides to stay, we'll have 4 new offensive linemen. I'm assuming Isaiah Bond is going to be gone. Matthew Golden is hitting the draft as well. So we'll be with DeAndre Moore as our only veteran. And Ryan Wingo, Ryan Wingo and DeAndre Moore will be our only 2 veterans at the receiving corps. Maybe we go get another one. Maybe not. I don't know. We do have a bunch of talent with Ryan Niblett, with Aaron Butler, with Parker Livingstone. We got a bunch of talent in that receiver room. So it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, you know, this is the day and age of NIL and transfer portals. So we're going to get transfers, right? We know for a fact that we're going to get transfers. It's going to be interesting to see how we address maybe not, I wouldn't say deficiencies, but the departures. It'll be interesting to see how we address the departures. Now remember, Mookie Taft might come back. He's only a junior. Mookie might come back. We'll have Derek Williams. We'll have Jelani McDonald. You know, we'll have Malik Muhammad, who even though he was getting torched at the end of the season, I think he's still going to be a really good cornerback. Who we'll have on the opposite side? Maybe Kobe Black. Maybe it's Wardell Mack. I've heard Wardell Mack has been going crazy in practices and on scout team and whatnot. We got a lot of bright spots, a lot of good players to rely on for this next season. But that's next season. That's not this season. You know what I mean? So kind of sucks, man. It really sucks that we're going to have to watch Notre Dame and Ohio State play for the Natty. Gosh. Yeah, it just really sucks. I think that's really all I can say, man, is it sucks. We'll continue to, monitor the offseason. We'll see, what new additions that we get. We'll talk and discuss about who we think is going to be playing where, who's going to be the impact players and all that good stuff. But this is about the time of the season now where it kind of lulls out, right? Lulls out for football. I know that there's always a lot of little news going around with transfers and movement in the offseason and coaching hires and coaching departures and all that kind of stuff. That's cool and all, but it's not the same. With that being said, we are heading into baseball season. I will definitely be covering baseball. I think the baseball team is going to be really good. For as mediocre as they were last year, they still had a really good season. I think they're going to be a lot better this year. So that'll be a lot of fun to cover. We'll get to covering baseball in the springtime. I believe their first game should be here in about a month. But yeah, as for the football season, man, we'll probably come back on for the Natty and kind of discuss what we saw. But football is over. We got 6 months, 7 months, 7 months, 8 months. Shit, fuck. So long. We got a long time, bro. We got a long time. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been around, been watching, been subbed, keeps tuning in, continues to watch the videos, smacking the likes. I really, really appreciate it. And I know that I was a little bit more inconsistent this season, which I'll take full responsibility for. But from here on out, we are back in a fully consistent, fully engaged, grinded. We're going to keep you up to date with everything that goes on in the off season. And hopefully this off season goes by really fast, man, because I'm not going to lie. Life without football is just so damn boring. I need it, man. I need it back. I need it back bad. Maybe we'll tap into XFL if they're still doing that. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, man, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I know we didn't really, there's not really too much to talk about other than the fact that, hey, we played a great game and we came out with the short end of it. Got out coached, not outplayed. And, hey, we got to try again next season. Definitely, I'm very proud of everybody, all of the guys on this team. Again, so many seniors. Man, Makuba, we're going to miss Andrew Makuba so much, bro. I wish he had more than one season here in Austin. Jade, God, all these guys, man, I'm going to miss them. They were definitely a great bunch to watch all season long. But we prepare for next season now. All right, man, that's going to do it for me. If you aren't already, please do me a favor. Consider subscribing to the channel. At least smack a like on the video so that way we get the word out to the YouTube algorithm. Get people watching, tuning in. Turn those notification bells on so you never miss anything that we have coming for you. Because remember, no matter where you look, there's no better place than MoBettaSports for your latest Texas football takes. I'm your host, Antonio, a.k.a. Mr. MoBetta, and I am out. Peace and hook 'em.